Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Tire Zone.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at that Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus training to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
In the heart of St. Lucia, where mountains meet the sea, there's a story of resilience, community, and a promise kept for over 50 years. Jeune Credit Union has been a pillar of support and a friend. Together, we've weathered storms and celebrated triumphs, from sponsoring local events to supporting education. Our motto, together we can move mountains, isn't just words. It's a commitment to unity, progress, and shared success. Feel the pride, the belonging, and the warmth of a financial partner that cares. Join us and be part of something extraordinary.
Your bets could have you winning big time. Every 20 Eastern Caribbean dollars you accumulate in sports bets earns you one chance to win a brand new TV. The more you play, the more chances you get. Join now at letsbetlc.com.
Epic Events and Events St. Lucia presents St. Lucia Mercury Fest Weekend, August 14th to 16th. A unique crossover event linking the English and French Caribbean. Saturday, Mercury Fest at Pigeon Island Beach, featuring Meryl, Fanny J, DJ MJ, and top regional DJs. Sunday, the Boca Run along St. Lucia's spectacular West Coast for a chance to win 5,000 euros. Tickets available at 4circlestickets.com, bzook.com, The Cell, and 6 Car Rental in the Rodney Bay Marina. Follow us on social media. St. Lucia Mercury Fest Weekend, supported by St. Lucia Tourism Authority.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
Boy, that Simos makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruitsissimos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsissimos, you know what they say.
RCI 101.1 FM. 101.1 FM.
people. Rope in. Good afternoon. Y'all know what time it is. This is RCI 101.1, the Caribbean Sound. Shout out to those of you locking it down. It's stress-free LETTRE Wednesday.
Yep.
I think I have you there. Yeah, we said we're good to go. So I'll be there.
Let me tell you all people, the life be lifing, eh?
Yeah, life be lifing. Yeah.
Life be lifing.
We all have a story to tell.
Everybody have a story to tell.
Let's just leave it that way.
But we'll leave it that way.
Yes.
We'll leave it like that, pal.
Empress, how are you, Empress?
I'm great.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yes, in a while.
Yeah.
Couple days.
How was your carnival?
My carnival was okay, very calm. Yes. Yeah, man.
You didn't take part in any of the festivities? Did I see you over the weekend?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No. You didn't see me on the weekend for sure. No, CJ, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
No, somebody looking like me.
You.
Yes,
okay.
pal.
All right, pal. Okay.
But yes, carnival is over.
Yeah.
So everybody fed, they wine. They display all the bad behaviors. So now it's time
back to normal.
For back to regular programming.
Yeah, unfortunately. We have
to
yes, another 365 again. Until we can enjoy ourselves like
I telling you. So I want to start off by bigging up our drivers from north, south, east, west, Nipot Kote to big up your whole self.
Let me send a shout out to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. All right, let me just shout them out and tell them that they did a very good job over the weekend. Yeah, they did a spectacular job over the weekend. I saw them. They were really enforcing some of the
rules for the road.
Yeah, the rules for the road, especially one of them that I noticed that they were really enforcing and was really serious about was the no ski mask.
The no ski mask. I think they confiscated a good amount.
Yeah, a good amount.
Yeah.
A good amount. And kudos to them. And I think
but to me, why would you want to come into a jump up and you want to have ski mask? You want to have mask on your face? Come on.
I know.
Why?
I know where people get that
come on. Since when?
That ski mask thing, I know.
Yeah.
People that in the winter that is used.
Since when?
And people are working in fridge.
Since when?
So I know where that ski mask thing come about. But anyway. But kudos to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Spectacular job, and I think it was an incident-free weekend as well. So,
I didn't hear of
anything. So but I could be wrong. We could
in
be
terms
wrong.
of violence.
In terms of violence, for sure,
in terms of violence, we're talking about.
Yeah, in terms of violence, I don't think we heard anything.
No, I didn't think. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
shout out to them too. Big up your whole self, okay?
Yeah, but
let's
see. We have Northwest is locked on.
Whoa, big up RCI.
Yeah, Winsbird.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Come on, I tell you.
I think you whispered me.
Boy, I distorted there because I dealing it for a lot.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Right.
I'm a tough cookie, but I could be very sensitive. The slightest thing can throw me off, and let me tell you, and allow me to just burn a bridge.
I believe you.
Just burn a bridge.
Let me see here. Kelvin is locked on. Kelvin said Team RCI.
Hey!
He said big up Biggs, Empress, Isa, and
hi.
DJ, big up Kelvin.
Yeah, where he Hippolyte? £1. Where £1?
I think £1 there. Or they roping him. Yeah, he's there.
Hey, big up £1.
He said Team RCI.
Hey!
Yes. And he says who else is
big
there?
Big up Anicia.
Let me see who else is there.
Where's Steffi?
I don't know.
Long time I ain't Steffi. Drama queen.
They probably still recovering from
still recovering from carnival. Remember, people, get ready to call 4523046 or 2846001, which is the WhatsApp.
Imero! Mara is here. Mara, good afternoon to you. She said good day all. Yeah,
good day, baby. The bestest program. Big up ranking, same speed. Yeah, man. The father of LETTRE.
Tafarai is here.
Hi, Tafarai.
He said Team RCI.
Hey!
See, I want to pick up my darling Liza.
Oh, yes. You know, he's my dudu. Yeah, that won't change, you know? Anyway, also, big up Andre Dental.
Let me not get it wrong. I was about to say something real quick.
Big up everybody at Andre's Dental. Andres Dental Clinic in by the VG roundabout there.
Okay.
Yeah, big up the entire team over there. Also big up my folks over at Tire Zone. Also Horse, Mr. Sergis, and they have one that have nice eyes there, Kazimi. Big up Kazimi, big up your whole self.
You remember his first name. You remember. And the nice eyes.
The nice eyes. Let me tell you, the boy have some eyes to die for you. Hello.
Let me send a shout out to Marcy Laclery.
And Gomez.
Yeah, they're always locked on.
And Gomez too.
Yeah, big up
these
to
two for sure.
Yeah, man.
Big up loyal soldiers on the battlefield. Big up your whole self.
Barasi Butu was spinning too much. He can't reach his feet. I saw my partner, you know.
It's me that see him, but he didn't see me.
Yeah, I saw my partner.
I said, look at me, girlie.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am.
Mark say, hey, good afternoon, family. He say, Mix, you reading your letter today about, well, boy, Mix not even there.
Mix not there today. He had to go. He had to take care of some stuff. But you know already, y'all in capable hands. EJ and Empress Isa. So y'all know things turn up. We hot already. Straight after Carnival, we still in that program. We hot. We making it spin. Yes.
Real spin. Let me say a shout out to my boy Andrew.
For road match. Big up your whole self, my boy. The biscuit.
Well deserved, man.
Big up. But I not fighting for no biscuit, huh? I one girl I not fighting for no biscuit.
Like biscuit?
I like biscuits, you know, but I'm just not fighting. As long as I have to compete, I'm not in it. I'm out. I'm out. You could eat from my plate. Don't let me know. Don't let me find out.
Okay.
Yeah, calling to Sir Lancelot like a candle. I'm out. Just so.
Tafari say big up Anita Bird. Yeah.
Big Anita Bird.
Shakira is here. Shakira
say
Team RCI.
Hey.
She said, good afternoon to you, Shakira. Good afternoon.
Big up our folks over at home.
Yes.
They reluctant to LETTRE, waiting patiently. Big up from the time you're on 101.1. Big up your whole self. Thank you for listening to RCI, making Wednesday a stress-free LETTRE Wednesday.
Yeah.
Y'all know the speed already.
The Wednesday after Carnival.
Yeah, man.
Boy, I see the story there.
Also, big up all the government institutions, especially Treasury.
I hope that. Well, I want to believe that everybody's there today. Everybody fully energized today, man.
Treasury could take 2 days off.
Only
Treasury.
Aye.
2 days off because I know man so I giving them no kind of flack. Big up Treasury. All right. Big up Treasury. Okay. Yes, all government institutions and also Wasco, Lucilec, Flow, Digicel, yes. Big up.
Yeah, big up our financial institutions as well.
Oh, yes, Bank of St. Lucia, First National Bank,
we have
CIBC, Republic, and then we have the credit unions. We have Jano, we have St. Lucia Workers, we have also St. Lucia Hospitality Credit Union, we have Labrie Credit Union, and we have Elks. And while I'm there, I'm still vexed with Siri.
Who's that? That's at Elks.
That's at Elks.
That's the one that's looking in the back. What do you do? What do you do?
That's for next page, but I go to Siri.
You'll have to write the letter, eh?
I go to Siri.
Look back, actually, if you work in Treasury.
Woo!
I know nothing about that.
No comments.
We'll leave that as it is.
We'll leave it as is.
Yeah, we'll leave it as it is. But shout out to everybody. Special shout out to everyone who made it to work today.
Yeah.
Yeah. After taking part in the festivities Monday and Tuesday. I know a lot.
Not just Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, from Friday.
For all the parties.
Yeah. I've been at it from Friday. I've been at it from Friday, and I was surprised.
Okay.
I can still, we can still continue.
We could still continue.
Yeah, imagine. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm so happy that people on the live on Facebook. We are live, but the cameras we won't be able to.
Yeah.
Because we're still working on some.
We're still working some technical things. We have new toys.
Yeah, we have some new toys that we're not familiar with yet. But the fact that we're live still is still good enough. But
yes,
I'm somewhat happy about that because this on my Facebook.
Hello, but look at mine. I got Zacky you.
Let me tell you, right
real
now,
Zack.
Let me tell you, Empress, right now they're looking like a raccoon.
But you don't see me?
I look like a raccoon because I wore shades for both days on the road, and the shades you notice around my eyes, the complexion stay, but around.
Let me tell you, look at me. So, I done call Dermalogics already, then I tell them hour.
Nah, I'll have to call them too,
I tell them hour. I cannot be looking like that, gas.
I honestly have to call them too.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll have to call them. Yeah, look.
Who else we missing? Big up JQ, Motos, Marius. Jasmine, Duncan. Yeah, big up our folks over at JQ. Also, we're extending our highs to Peter and Company, Otto, Shirani and her team. Yes. And also Beach Coma, Mr. Moffat and his team. Right. Yes, big up your whole self. And people remember, if you're looking for vehicles that will not give you all stress, will not give you all headache, kini warranty, kini tooth, you only tooth se patla.
You bust in the plastics on your vehicle.
Uni pu Alexe Munsa. Top notch, prestigious.
Top of the line. Top of the top.
I telling you, don't worry about the financing. You want to buy 100% financing. De lele ou jen check ou yon de 3-4 $6 ki ka tiye sou sa. You could manage.
They'll manage, man. They'll manage. They'll get it.
Come on. They're working with your salary.
Yeah, but big up them. They've been
working.
They've been working. Both the financial institutions and the
they've
been, because a lot of, as of recent, a lot of new vehicles.
I'm telling you. So I myself, I want one. None of them have not approached me as yet to give me a good deal. Yeah,
check on you,
they better check on me because I already looking my honey stress when you put near vehicle.
Look, John Evans say, y'all see me for 3 months, y'all even tag if you're big up.
Sorry, John. Big up your whole self. Sorry about that. We hope everything was good on your side.
But they even roping in John. What's going on?
He pulled it. How you roping John?
Look, 1 pound said the whole body hurting him there. It seems 1 pound was in the carnival.
Shoot. So you mean to tell me 1 pound you came down here and you come and check us?
Yeah, 1 pound come down for the car.
Side.
Right now they remote.
That means you're not good ou pas bon. Yeah. Ou se nom la ki pa bon. Yon a di ou ki pa bon.
Anyways, people, we're gonna take a short break. Of course, when we get back, we're gonna head straight into LETTRE on RCI. And don't forget, LETTRE is sponsored by our friends over at Fruitsy.
Seamos, big up, and also the Blackberry, Mr. Say, big up yourself, but especially the Blackberry.
We had to do that for both.
And I think her name is Lisa. You're not too sure the one in the accounts department. I think her name is Lisa. Some name starting with L. Yeah. Big up yourself.
Big up Miss L.
Big up Miss L.
Yeah, big up Miss L.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 pound say you was working on the road.
You was working on the road?
That's the story you give.
That's the story.
That's the story you're sticking by. You was working on the road.
All right, 1 pound.
All right, so people, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we head straight into it right here on RCI 101.1, the Caribbean Sound.
101 number 1 FM.
We ready for the road. We ready for the road. We first national. Your next move bold. We ready for the road. We ready for the road. We first national. Your next move bold. Get ready for your next ride with the drive ahead from First National Bank. Enjoy up to 100% financing and rock bottom interest rates on new vehicle loans. Because we're not only here for you, we're driving ahead. We're ready for the road. We First National Bank. Your next move bold. Visit one of our partner dealerships, any First National Bank branch or firstnationalbankonline.com today. Promotion runs through November 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
With outlets from Gros Lake to Soufriere, W-Mart is indeed your community shop, giving you the best prices and widest variety. We've got everything you need: chicken, turkey, beef and pork, saltfish, pigtail, ham, all in stock, delicious franks, nuggets, cheese and fries. Prices you can't beat and quality for sure. With 9 locations island-wide, W-Mart is your one-stop family meat shop. W-Mart, small store, big convenience.
Shop WMAT.
Feel the carnival vibes at Massey Stores Home. Shop with us and get a chance to win big this carnival season. Spend $399 or more in cash or on hire purchase at any Massey Stores Home location. And you'll be entered for a chance to win a cooler pack with refreshing Peter Bear, rum vibe, shandy, snacks, and drinks from Massey Stores and Massey Distribution. Plus, there's a second prize, tickets for you and a friend to experience the excitement of Safet Carnival Weaving. Don't miss your chance to shop, save, and celebrate Carnival in style. Visit your nearest Massey Stores Home today. Promotion ends July 17. Terms and conditions apply. Massey Stores Home, bringing home Carnival excitement.
Courts presents their 2026 all-range event. Be inspired at all Court stores nationwide. Come see what's new in everyday furniture and appliances. Get a chance to win an Indorama 30-inch stove with appliance purchase of $5,999 or more. Great deals on TVs and wall mounts. Everyday great value on mattresses. Bedroom bundle deals up to 25% off. Be inspired at the Courts 2026 all-range event. Affordable convenience for your home. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Offer ends July 25th, 2026. Conditions apply.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
Boy, that Simos makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Praland.
And that's what they say about Fruitsissimos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsissimos, you know what they say.
101.1 and 99.1. This is Turn Up Radio.
That's right, people. We are back right here. RCI 101.1, the Caribbean Sound. It is now time for LETTRE. So let your people know that your favorite show is on right here on RCI 101.1. Now, people, don't forget, before we get into our letter for today, of course, remember to keep it clean, keep it PG. Right, no profanity. You know, we can make it. You know, we can make it exciting, but keep it clean. Right, very important. And don't forget, if you want to call, it's 452-3046. And if you want to send in a WhatsApp message, it's 284-6001.
And you could also use WhatsApp to call.
Yeah, you can also use WhatsApp to call. All right, so we're gonna get into our letter for today. I see more people coming in. I see Blackman is there. Yeah,
big up Blackman.
Yeah, big up Blackman. Big up Nigella. She's there. Yeah. Who else? I see. Oh yeah, John Evans is there. John say we have to try and make a band. A LETTRE band.
I think so, eh?
Yeah, we'll have to try.
Straight.
We'll have to work on that.
We'll have to work on that.
We'll have to let the powers be. You know, try.
Yeah, man. It's time we have a band.
Yeah, we'll have to. But we'll start small. We'll try and do a Juve band.
A Juve band. Yeah, I think it will score.
Yeah. I think
it will score.
I think so. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to talk to the big guys and see if we can make something happen. Yeah. That sounds nice.
It sounds nice.
That sounds nice. But people, let's get into our letter for today. Of course, Empress, you want to do the honors?
Yes.
How the letter look?
I tell you, we ought already.
Yeah, the letter. Boy, I read the letter there. I see, boy. Anyways,
so, the letter reads today, Dear Butu, I need all of you to tell me if I'm wrong on this one, because right now I feel like the bad guy. My girlfriend and I have been together for 4 years now. Yole. After about a year together, she moved into my house. Like any relationship, we had our ups and downs, but we always managed to work through them because we genuinely love each other. Until now, Butu, my girlfriend, has a 20-year-old son. Yes, 22. A whole big hard back man. Now, before anybody jump on my back, hear me out. The boy isn't rude. He isn't violent. He doesn't disrespect me. To be honest, he just exists. From anything I have seen and heard, he spends most of his day locked away in a room playing video games, smoking weed, and only making appearance when food is ready. Gasa, Butu, Bugla Pani PS job. No school, no plans, no ambition. His mother pays all his bills. She buys him the latest clothes. If he needs money, she gives it to him. If he gets himself into any situation, she rescues him. Butu, that woman spoiled that boy bad. Right now, he's living with a friend. Well, he was. Because apparently, the friend has had enough and wants him out. So now guess whose house suddenly becomes the solution? Oh boy. Mine, of course. When she first brought it up, I politely told her I wasn't comfortable with it. I figured she understood, A few days later, she brought it up again. This time, I told her no. Respectfully, but firmly. Because I refuse to sign up to live with a grown man who contributes nothing except another electricity bill, grocery bill, and the smell of weed. Sapabo. Butu, I worked hard for my peace. I worked hard for my home. And I don't think it's unreasonable to say I don't want to become responsible for another adult. Especially one who doesn't seem interested in becoming responsible for himself. That is it. Well, that didn't go over too well with the madam. She's now saying I am selfish. She's saying that's her child. She's saying another good partner would support her. She even hinted that this could be the end of our relationship. What hurts me the most, Butu, isn't even the possibility of her leaving, is that I feel like my opinion in my own house suddenly doesn't matter. Nobody asked me if I was willing. It feels like the decision was already made and I was just expected to agree and go along with it. Butu, I understand that's her son. And I understand no mother wants to see her child struggling. But at what point does helping becomes enabling, Papa? At what point does a 22-year-old have to start figuring life out for himself? Am I heartless because I don't want to bankroll and babysit a grown man I didn't help create? Or is this one of those situations where love starts looking a whole lot like emotional blackmail? Tell me honestly, would you let him move in? Or would you protect your peace even if it meant losing the relationship? Signed, not looking for a roommate, pal.
Boy.
Millie.
We have to will come again.
We have to will come again.
You have to take that from the top.
Because y'all need to understand the man plight.
Yeah.
One more time. Before we start to call and we make the comments.
Yes.
Dear Butu, I need all of y'all to tell me I'm wrong on this one because right now I feel like the bad guy. My girlfriend and I have been together for 4 years now. After about a year together, she moved into my house. You all hear that? Like any relationship, we have had our ups and downs, but we always manage to work through them because we genuinely love each other. Until now, Butu, my girlfriend, has a 22-year-old son. Yes, 22 years. A whole big hardback man. Now, before anybody jump on me, just hear me out. The boy isn't rude. He isn't violent. He doesn't disrespect me. To be honest, the boy just exists. From everything I have seen and heard, he spends most of his days locked away in a room playing video games, smoking Mary Jane, and only making an appearance when food is ready. Bugla pani pièce job. No school, no plans, no ambition. His mother pays all his bills. She buys him the latest clothes. If he needs money, she's giving it to him. If he gets himself into any situation, Madam rescues him. Butu, that woman spoiled that boy bad. Right now, he's living with a friend. Well, he was. Because apparently, the friend has had enough and wants him out. So now guess whose house suddenly becomes the solution? Mine, of course. When she first brought it up, I politely told her I wasn't comfortable with it. I figured, she understood. A few days later, she brought it up again. This time, I told her no, respectfully but firmly, because I refuse to sign up to live with a grown man who contributes nothing except another electricity bill, grocery bill, and a smell of weed. Butu, I worked hard for my peace. I worked hard for my home. And I don't think it's unreasonable to say I don't want to become responsible for another adult. But that is it. Especially one who doesn't seem interested in becoming responsible for himself. Well, that didn't go over too well with the madam. Now she's saying I'm selfish. Now she's saying that's her child. Now she's saying any good partner would support her. She even hinted that this could be the end of our relationship. That's true. What hurts me the most isn't even the possibility of her leaving, is that I feel like my opinion in my own house suddenly doesn't matter. Nobody asked me if I was willing, It feels like the decision was already made and I was just supposed to agree and accept it. Buto, I understand that's her son. And I understand no mother wants to see her child struggling. Okay? But at what point does helping becomes enabling? At what point does a 22-year-old have to start figuring life out for himself? Am I heartless? Because I don't want to bankroll and babysit a grown man I helped didn't create? Huh? Or is it one of those situations where love starts looking a whole lot like emotional blackmail? Tell me honestly, would you let him move in? Or would you protect your peace, even if it meant losing that relationship? Signed, not looking for a roommate.
Wow.
And folks, this has been the letter. Let me tell you all.
Where do we begin?
Know.
Let's analyze and dissect our letter for today right here.
I understand where the writer coming from, where the gentleman is coming from this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I really do understand where he's coming from. Because You know when you work so hard for what you want, and you work so hard in creating your sanctuary. You understand?
Right.
You do not want anybody else in your space. Like somebody might say, but you have his mother in your space. You allowed her to move in with you. But that's something different. You understand? You ask your partner, somebody you're thinking of laying down a future with, you understand, a serious foundation with, right? That's what you envision, you know, when you ask the person to move in you with you, you know. If she had a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 6 or 7, a 15 or 16, I fine. But a 22-year-old who believe that life is just honey bunches of oats? No. No.
But who do we blame in that situation, though?
I do blame the mother.
Yeah, we have to blame.
I do blame, and I was coming to that because he asked the right question. At what point in time it shifts from not seeing your child struggling to enabling your child lifestyle? His decisions for a 22-year-old man who knows zero responsibility. That gentleman is not ready for life. He will not be ready for life.
Now you know you made mention of that, and what I was thinking, are women? I'm not knocking down women or anything like that sort, but I was wondering if women are well educated enough when it comes to nurturing a man to do things like, you know, nurturing their son to, you know, to be out there, to put themselves out there in the world of, you know, work and all these kind of things. Because most of the time you'd hear, you know, the father would be the one more responsible, you know, for teaching him things like that.
Let me tell you, it's kind of how should I say that? It's kind of intriguing that you would bring out the word nurturing, because from all aspects of psychology, a mother, the one who initiates and basically is responsible for the nurturing. Right? And nature versus nurture, you find that it more leans to the woman when it comes to the nurturing. Right? So, in my mind, we as women, I am not a mother, okay? But I do have my nephew that I've taken care of from the time he was in his mother's belly to now. He's now 11.
Okay.
So, I will say this. There are some women who understand the assignment of nurturing to a T, and they know when to let go. They know when to allow you to make room for you being an adult and for you now taking on responsibility, and also knowing when to take accountability. And there are some mothers who have done the job so well that they don't know how to let go, because they have sheltered the child or children so much that they believe that if they do allow them to let go or just break free from the shackles a little bit, that they will fail.
But don't you think that's the case with
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. She has not understood the assignment of knowing when to let go, knowing when to allow her son to take his space out into the world as a man.
Right.
Because we have to understand that we are not growing men and women for ourselves. We are growing them, we are nurturing them in order so that they too could move away from the nest. They too can make a family of their own. And in order to do that, they will have to court, they will have to interact, they will have to socialize, they will have to do all the 9 yards. That also comes with responsibility and also learning when to take accountability.
Right.
So there is no way a 22-year-old and you being with a man for 4 years, living together for 1, for you to just feel as if it is okay for you to just figure, well, okay, since your friend put you out, I'm just gonna allow you to move in with my guy and myself.
Right.
And that's the whole tone of the letter I'm getting. You didn't allow him to really sit, process, what that's all about. You understand? How he going to cope with a 22-year-old being in his space?
Yeah, and my thing, when you made mention of that, and what I was thinking while I was reading that whole story, his girlfriend, I would assume, his girlfriend never really explained that to him, like to say, well, okay, I have this, that is what I'm doing for my son, and that is the kind of, that's what's going on with him. So the situation now, can we allow him to come in, and maybe from there you could probably guide him
exactly
into probably the world of
exactly
work, it is.
Yeah,
because you feel
now
you feel like you've done your part, and
exactly.
You feel like
now that would have taken a different tone.
Yeah,
you understand? That could have taken a different tone.
But she never said anything. She was like, what, can you allow me to just come in, and she'll just continue doing her work.
You understand? You understand?
So,
but at the end of the day, a gentleman already seen your child have those sorts of characteristics. In other words, he has that lackadaisical approach to life. You understand?
Yeah,
He's very much laid back. That's somebody I would consider a bum.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? And if you're 22 years and you don't have a clue what responsibility is, when would you know when life is life in? You will not be able to survive the world, the harsh world out there.
Yeah, we get a call. Let's see if we can take this call right here. RCI, good afternoon. You're live. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I think I do something.
You do something?
I don't do
no,
anything
you answered the call.
You see, not my
Safari.
Fault. Not my fault. The new gadgets.
The new gadgets.
Yeah, the new gadgets are doing that. Let's see here. Hello? No.
No.
No, I'm not saying anything. I don't think he's hearing us. That's the problem.
You don't think he's hearing us?
No, I don't think he's hearing us. Because I could hear something in the background, like he's waiting on it. But nah. Okay, he end the call. Yeah. New gadgets. New gadgets.
We love to hear.
Yeah, we don't apologize.
We need to try to rectify that.
Yeah, but let's just go to the let me see what he's saying here. He's saying he's hearing us, but he can't. But
we not hearing him.
But we're not hearing him. So I don't know.
I see something on a number there. It's not lighting on the board.
No. It was on. It was on. What, that number there?
No. Higher up.
Higher up?
Yeah.
No, that one is good. That's safe there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's safe there. So I don't know what was wrong on his end, but you can try again. Let's see if we can hopefully hear him from there. But in the meantime,
or probably we might have to answer it from the phone physically and then bring it closer.
Yeah. So let's see what our people are saying on Facebook.
Oh, he's trying again. Yeah. Try answering from on the phone.
Let me try.
Yeah, let's try answering from the phone. Let me try. And let's hear what he has to say.
RCI, good afternoon. Yes, we can hear you.
Good.
All right, so go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, so on that, you see, basically the best thing in any family is a two-parent household.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, you have some mothers that is like, I don't know what they think they're doing, like they go too far and too much without really understanding the what's the word I'm looking for? The
consequences.
The consequences,
mm-hmm.
and the implication.
Yes.
Of, is almost like, there's a saying that there are certain women that they take care of the baby,
mm-hmm.
they wash the baby, and they're so into it that they throw the bath pan of water with the baby in it and everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's like they go overboard too much. You cannot go over, and a lot of mothers like to do that. I don't know if, just because they say it's a mother and that's your son. No. You understand?
Right,
because even in the animal world, let's look at among the lions. At a certain time, when the male cubs reach a certain age, they make them go.
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
You're supposed, and even in the animal kingdom, the mothers train all the cubs everything they know so that they could go out in the world and do for themselves. So when they have their cubs or their other generation, the cycle continues. That's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But you cannot have your son because it's your son. Oh, it's my baby, and you're babying him all. No. That's wrong. You messing him. You think you're doing good, but you're doing more harm than good. You're messing him up.
Yeah.
Because when he gets out there in the real world, because the world out there is cruel, the world out there is non-forgiving. When he get out there in the real world is not gonna say, "Oh my baby." No. They're gonna run over him if he doesn't know how to maneuver.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is true.
You know? So I think honestly, if she doing that, you know, in the local Lucian palace, she wrong for that. You wrong for that. You know? You know, so and it doesn't matter whose place. You're not supposed to do that. You know? Like they say, give a man a fish, you feed him they teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we're supposed to do. All the skills you have, you pass it on. You encourage him to go out there. You encourage him to go out there and to be independent. You encourage independence, self-sufficiency.
And then if not,
hold on.
They get her own place.
You want to say something, Miss Bird?
Yeah, she needs to get her own place and finish raising them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Go do it where it's allowed, in your own place. It's not welcome with the man. If the man says no, what else can you do?
And you cannot fault him for it either. You cannot hold it against him.
It is selfish for her partners.
Exactly.
He tolerated enough already.
Mm-hmm.
But he should have been said something and trained her into helping her let go. She's so used to, it's probably her last or only baby.
Mm-hmm.
Some women don't want to let go of being a motherly mother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the thing is, you understand, letting go does not mean you still cannot do or you're not. Letting go makes you a better mother than you keep breastfeeding him all his life.
Right. Correct.
There's some women that just won't. And for those, they need to just get their own place and raise them like they want to.
Because I know of a guy who ended up in jail, right? And when he ended up in jail, you know what he said? He said he blamed his mother for that because he didn't know that his actions would have consequences.
Wow.
Because you figure everything he do, he could get everything.
He could get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah. You understand? And a lot of times, sometimes, now to tell you the truth, I didn't. When you all read the letter, I didn't hear it because I had a little pressing. I had a little emergency,
right,
so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ask: is the mother's boyfriend or husband or everything? Does he have a problem with the way she is handling her son?
Well, I think
clearly he does.
And the most important thing for him is like he wants to protect his peace because he's saying that he worked hard, to get his peace, his own peace of mind at his own home, and now to allow someone to disrupt that. That is where the issue is.
And I'm sure the mother not hearing that.
No, she's not hearing that. She's adamant that she wants the man to move in.
You see, that and that is a lot of women that like that. A lot of women. When you tell them about their child, oh, you don't like my child. It's not about don't liking your child. It's about is wrong and right is right. A lot of women, they don't see it, and they create a monster when the monster gets too big, and now they want to find ways to try to cool the monster down.
Yeah.
But they created the monster in the first place.
Yeah, it's true.
You understand? And they're not seeing, and that's the thing. A lot of women cannot see it. Sometimes when a man trying to guide them, they cannot see it. They just cannot see it, and they figure, oh, the man this and the man that. They just can't. A lot of times, man is the male, or the man is the one that would give guidance in the household, and they would fight against that guidance because they're thinking, oh, he just wants to control me, or want to control everybody, not seeing what the man is seeing.
You're right.
You understand? And that is why the Most High created man. That is why the Most High created man as a guidance. That is why the Most High said man is the head of the household.
The ones that know where they're going.
But if you don't allow the man to be the head of the household, or don't allow the man to lead, it's just like if you go to school and there's a teacher, you don't allow the teacher to teach, or to respect the teachers, you're not going to learn anything. And when you come out dunce, you want to say, well, I went to school, I know them teacher teach me nothing.
A man's supposed to raise a man, but I wonder if he even tried to even guide him, seeing.
He tried to guide him and he get backlash from the mother.
Yeah, well, that part we don't even. Yeah, probably that part we don't even know. Maybe he tried before, and probably that's why he's saying that. He doesn't want him around the house.
Exactly, because sometimes when he try, he get backlash from the mother.
Yeah, because she spoiled him rotten.
Cases, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't.
Yeah, you're so right on that one.
And I'm speaking from experience. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So them females need to stop that. Allow the man to be a man. Some of them want to be the man and the woman in the relationship.
They call that survival mode.
Yeah.
You understand? Stop. Yeah, survival mode not working.
Women have no choice.
Survival mode is not causing everybody to survive. It is causing.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
Some women are put.
Yes, even if you put in survival mode, when you come out at you raise children by yourself. You're not by. You raise children by yourself. You're not by yourself no more. Come out of that mindset.
Yeah.
It takes time and practice.
And by the time you realize that take time and practice. By the time you realize that, it's too late.
Well,
because because let me tell you something. It's just like water dropping on concrete. And you don't see nothing wrong. But every day that drop of water dripping on that concrete is going to there will be a deep hole.
Everything's not for everybody.
Yeah.
You're going to have to find somebody that tolerates it, or willing to help work her through it to get her out of that mode. She has to be safe.
And then guess what? When the man gets overly frustrated and he leaves, then the woman try to say, oh God, he not good. He leave, he go, he not good. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? And then they're trying to say man ain't good.
Man ain't good, yeah.
Somebody that tolerate.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, so in a nutshell, based on what you have sum up, what would be your advice this afternoon for this gentleman?
They have to compromise. She has to be willing to let go of that mommy grip and turn that son into a man so he can live for himself. Because if she turn around and die tomorrow, who's going to do what she does?
That is true. That is so true, you know.
If she can't do it, then she needs to get out and get her own place and live like that.
Okay.
And even though she get out and live like that, that is not solving the problem.
She still has to come out in mommy mode.
Man don't want to put up with that mess.
Yeah, but it's you
don't have to live like
yeah, but you create.
He's not married, so he ain't.
But you're creating a bad male figure for the society out there. Cause when he go out there,
his responsibility.
Anyhow.
He's not willing to do it. He just said he don't want to. And he said he's afraid of losing her, but if he has to, he wants to save his personal space, and he's going to have to deal with it. He don't want to, but if he have to, he's going to have to do what he got to do. He said.
And I don't. And
he's not willing to bend. He's not bending for that.
But he should not have to.
Okay, so she's going to have to move because he said no.
You understand? So
if they can't compromise, then they're just going to have to separate.
Exactly.
And if that is the case, that makes her a bad mother and a bad female.
Everybody's not good.
She wrong for that. You understand?
She's wrong for that.
And she's creating.
You have to take her those consequences to open her eyes and realize that. Maybe when she gets that ultimatum, maybe she will open her eyes and be like, you know what? He's right. I don't want to grow up to be an old woman by myself.
Exactly.
I need this son of mine to stop cutting into my life. I need to live for myself. I need to start teaching. But it takes a man to raise a man sometimes.
And yes, it takes a man to raise a man.
He's not willing to do it.
It takes a man to. Yes.
You don't want to bend that bridge.
But the thing is, sometimes the man is willing, but when you have soldiers
let me tell you,
the battlefield, and one of your soldiers turn the gun, the female turn her gun and shooting at the man, what happens?
That's why he said no.
You know?
Well, we'll have to leave it in that. We'll have to leave it there for now. It's a very. We have to take a commercial break.
Anyway, she wrong for that. She need to check herself before she
wreck herself. All right.
And raise the next generation of worthless men.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Y'all were awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bless up.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
I agree
Let me tell you. There is so much to say as it relates to that letter. And trust me, they have a lot of women that must be bubbling right now because, like Anita was saying, when you see your child as your baby, especially if that's your one and only, in that situation, that's her one and only.
Yeah.
That's her only child. So that is her baby. Okay? And he said it right. No parent, no mother especially, wants to see her child struggling. But at what point you gonna call it struggling if you never give him the opportunity to fend for himself? So how it becomes struggling? To me, it's just a matter of you looking for excuse after excuse to excuse your 22-year-old. That's what it is. But we due for a commercial break.
We're gonna take a commercial break.
We're gonna be back.
I see we have so many comments. I don't want the people on Facebook to believe that, you know.
So you wanna read a couple of them? Let's read a couple of them before we take the commercial break.
Right. Let me see here. John Evans is saying, well, there you have it, mommy's boy. Kelvin Charles is saying, Vive Mall all over. Nigella is saying, well, the madam should go rent with a child because the man is wrong. 1 pound is saying, just now you can't do anything you want in that house. Paula is saying, she can move out and go live with her son. She's creating a monster for the future. Bro, you can do better by yourself and keep it moving. I agree. Let me see. Lancy is saying, that's not mommy's boy, that's a lazy boy. Blackman is saying here, that's a tricky situation, but he's dating a woman with a child. Regardless of his age, this will always be his child. Maybe the young man just needs some discipline, guidance, and help getting a job. Now that's kind of, you know, going into the situation with an open mind. Because based on the situation, based on the story, the letter, he never really explained did he ever had an encounter to say, well, okay, maybe I tried giving him some guidance because I'm pretty sure that he's very much aware that his girlfriend has a 22-year-old son.
Yeah, he's aware.
Maybe he had some encounter before to say, well, okay, well.
Well, he said, from everything he have seen and heard. Everything he have seen and heard.
So it wasn't really a case where he tried anything on his own.
Yeah, he said from everything he have seen and heard, this is what the child does. Spends most of his day locked away in a room playing video games, smoking weed, and only making an appearance when food is ready. So probably that scene must have been not as the mother moved with him for the 1 year, moved in with him for the 1 year.
Maybe
It must have been within the 3 years they were together, up and down. Probably I spent some time at your house, you spent some time at my house. That's where he must have seen
and you see all
the
of these
patterns
things,
of the child.
and all of these things wouldn't be an issue because at the end of the day he doesn't have to deal with it because he probably in his mind is like, okay, well that's technically not my biological son, so
probably
I don't really have to
but
deal with that.
I
my
don't
my girlfriend already deal with that as a child. She taking care of him.
But to be honest with you, I don't think it's that. I really don't think it's a case where he thinks that's not his child. I think it's just the fact that at a 22, being a 22-year-old, being 22, he's probably saying, but how you could have such a lazy approach for life.
Right.
And the fact that the mother does everything, and she must have been one to be very boastful as to what she does for her child. I make sure my child good. My child want this. I make sure I give it to my child. If I don't give it to my child, who go give it to my child? Yeah. She must have that type of attitude, or it could be something where she must have grown up not having anything or not being taken care of, and she wants to make sure her child is taken care of.
As much as it sounds like a good thing, it's still a bad thing.
Yeah, because you're setting up for zero chances of at life.
Unlike Tafari and Anita said earlier on, worst case scenario, she pass away.
What happens now? Exactly.
Then he'll have nobody to depend on.
But that's what I'm telling you. So if he and let's just look at it. Let's look at it real close. Mm-hmm. If I'm your mom, right, and you decide you're not gonna stay with me, there is no other family member that's willing to take you in?
Not even that. What about the father figure? What about the father himself, the biological father?
I am saying that I'm the reason because I done ex-mate out already. I figure mate is a non-factor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's probably not involved in the child life. Based on what the gentleman's saying, she does everything for her child, for her son.
Okay, fair enough. Mm-hmm.
So I done ex-mate out already. So I figure he's a non-factor. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying as a mother, there is not one family member your child could have taken a bounce by.
Yeah,
it had to be by a friend.
At least, yeah.
It had to be by a friend. So much so the friend got so fed up because the man said based on what he's hearing. So the mother probably is giving the saying one, two little things in the household that would have hinted that the friend is fed up of him.
Again, who knows? Maybe she has tried all other avenues. Maybe she brought him by auntie before, bring him by a cousin before. And
as a mother, you're not checking your speed. Yeah. You're not realizing that the some of the characteristics that your child has now embedded in him is one that's not gonna cut it for life, because he doesn't know what it is to adult.
No, he's not. Not at all.
He doesn't know what it is to adults.
Right? Technically, he's still a child.
Exactly.
He's still a child. So
the mother refused to remove the training wheels.
Nope.
You understand? Yeah. So which woman in reality? Sometimes, boy, that's why I tell you. Sometimes women, they set up their children for real failure, because you will want your son now, when he decide he wants a little interest, or you pick an interest into a female, you will want the best for your son, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you would want to teach your son what type of woman that supposed to be quote unquote wait quote unquote a good woman, right? Mm-hmm. Most mothers they tend to be like that.
Of course.
And then he comes home with one that knows he's a abu baby, he's a mommy's boy, so she will take advantage. You want that for your son? Because he has zero life in skills. Zero. And he missed somebody that is a veteran in life already. Not now she adulting. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Some mothers, and I think as human beings, sometimes we expect so much from other people when we decide we're in a relationship with them. It's almost like you holding it against him. You holding that hostage, like, that's what it is. If I cannot get my way that way, then the relationship done. Well, the relationship would have been done.
Yeah,
it would have been done.
You always hear a lot of single parents, especially moms, say, if you have to love me, you have to love my child.
And I agree with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that.
It reaches a point.
Of course,
it reaches a point.
Of course,
because
yes.
if you're going to go down that route and spoil your child so rotten to a
I'm
point
telling you.
that child has no guidance when it comes to, being out there on his own, then am I supposed to sign up for that?
I could understand where the man coming from, where the man talking about his peace. Who don't want their peace? And the man, a 22-year-old, and I doing the math in
it. You work so hard.
I doing the math in terms of mid-age. The man who wrote the letter and the woman he's involved with. I doing the math. I mathing. So the man reach up a stage where the man want his peace, Gassa.
Yeah.
The man want his peace. And for you to figure out if my child cannot come and live there, then we cannot. Well, we will not be together. We will not be together. You will go your way, my girl. You will go your way. No matter how much I feel about you, you will go your way because you already didn't give me the option. You didn't discuss with me. You just come. You just brought it up, and then we didn't go into no discussion. You bring it up again, and I just tell you no. You understand? But it have to be why I now decide respectively and firmly to tell you no. It have to be why the man decide to say respectively and firmly he said no. Because it could be she bombarding him. She bombarding him. With the fact that my child have to come and stay there. My child have to come and stay there.
It's like now it's almost like she gave him an ultimatum.
Yeah, man.
It's like my son has to be there or the relationship done.
Of course.
So, and even before, in the beginning of the letter, he made mention of them genuinely loving each other. I self now questioning whether she genuinely loved him the same way that he loved her. I think it was just one-sided at this point.
From la hishli passe nomsa. And I agree, Yeah. I agree. You have to love your children more than a female or more than whoever you involve with. Nothing wrong with that.
It comes
down to you telling yourself your child is struggling versus you enabling him in his patterns.
Exactly.
Because that is a child that chooses to be lazy.
Yeah.
There's no way in your entire existence you leave school, for you not to have no ambition after you left secondary school.
Anyways, let's take a commercial break. People, you're listening to LETTRE on RCI 101.1. And don't forget, LETTRE is brought to you with the compliments of our friends over at Fruitsy CMOS.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy CMOS, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsy CMOS?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy CMOS?
Boy, that CMOS makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy CMOS? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy CMOS is full of natural goodness your body needs. CMOS is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. CMOS is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy CMOS. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy CMOS, you know what they say.
We ready for the road, we ready for the road. We first national, your next move bold. We ready for the road, we ready for the road. We first national, your next move bold. Get ready for your next ride with the drive ahead from First National Bank. Enjoy up to 100% financing and rock bottom interest rates on new vehicle loans. Because we're not only here for you, we're driving ahead with you. For the road, we first national bank. Your next move bold. Visit one of our partner dealerships, any First National Bank branch, or firstnationalbankonline.com today. Promotion runs through November 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
It's DJ Duo, sign up today. Postpaid for $55, no delay. Apply for a fiber internet plan to get the deal. 350 megabytes with 20 gigs, that's a steal. Enjoy the best of both worlds with the DG Duo plan. Mobile plus fast fiber internet go hand in hand. Connect at home, connect on the go. DG Duo is the best way to go.
Digicel, the best network powered by you. Visit your nearest Digicel store to get connected today.
Brace yourself for bigger, better excitement. Starting now, our progressive jackpot begins at $2,000 on Multiplier Madness times 6 and Multiplier Madness times 9 and grows every session until 1. The more sessions played, the bigger the excitement. Experience exciting new patterns, more ways to win, and a whole new level of electronic bingo. Join us and don't miss your chance to win big.
101 number 1.
Back right here, RCI 101.1, the Caribbean Sound. It is LETTRE right here on RCI, brought to you the compliments of our friends over at Fruitsy CMOS. Right, and if you're just joining us, today's writer says that his girlfriend of 4 years wants a 22-year-old son to move into his house after the young man was asked to leave where he was staying. Now, according to the writer, the young man has no job, he isn't in school, and he spends his days playing video games and smoking weed and relies heavily on his mother to support him financially. Right? And he refused, and now his girlfriend says his decision could cost him the relationship. So he's wondering, is he being selfish or is he simply protecting his home and his peace? We have a call here. Let's take this call. RCI, good afternoon. You're live. Hello? Oh, I think we lost that. Call.
Please.
Yeah, we lost
that call.
Yeah, we lost that call. You could call back. 452-3046. For those of you who want to weigh in on our letter for today, was the writer wrong for refusing to let the son move in, or should a parent, always put their adult child first? You can let us know on WhatsApp as well. Send in your responses to our letter for today, 284-6001. Now, I saw a comment here on Facebook, Empress, and I wanted to go into it. And it says saying here, at 22 years old, before we go into let's take this call right here. Let's see if we can take this call. RCI, good afternoon. You're live. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Caller. Go ahead.
Hey.
I have an idea, but continue. When you say what you have to say, I'll probably know who. Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-huh. No, but
we lost that. Okay.
All right, Kola, thank you so much for calling.
My luck rich. You could say watch her on my luck rich.
Back to the
my luck rich.
Back to the comments. Whatever.
Yeah, you're having your fun, catching your kick.
Yeah.
Thank you, caller. Let me tell you,
Oh boy, what would we do without our callers?
I'm telling you,
we love them all.
It's always good to show appreciation to persons while they are alive. So thank you so much, caller, for always giving me my flowers and keep on telling me how I make your day. I appreciate you.
But back to the comment that I saw on Facebook, and he said, saying at 22 years old, I don't understand how the mother is enabling him so much. Nothing wrong with supporting your child because everyone falls short at some point. I would allow him, but also give him a few weeks to find a job and contribute to bills and find his own place. What's your take on that, Empress?
To be honest with you, it goes back to the same thing I was saying. But she never gave him an opportunity. She never gave him an opportunity to know what life is and what it is to fail and to, well, I wouldn't say fail, because I think sometimes as parents, we project onto our children, and then when they go well into the young adulthood, they look at certain things as always being a failure. You understand? At 22 years, right? I won't use the word failure because there's so much you could do to really watch yourself as a failure. So I would not even say failure. But at 22 years old and being a man, my brother, my lady, nothing has been taught as it relates to life skills.
Nothing.
Because all he does is play video games, smoke weed, and wait for when food is ready to come out to eat. He does not even attempt to be domestic.
No, not at all.
Okay? So I could only imagine his mother being in all facets of being a mother. The laundry, the this, the that, the cooking, making sure you eat, making sure you take your vitamins at this age. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's ridiculous.
Going back to some of the comments on Facebook, Kelvin is saying here, and that is something that has been going on in this generation. A mother cannot do it alone because she's protective at all costs. We cannot blame the mother because of the situation. Mothers are protective.
Okay, so we blame it on protective for how many years? Until he reach when?
22 years.
Until he reach when?
Until she probably closes her eyes, God forbid.
Until he reaches what age? We'll make it fly as a mother being so protective. We understood that. We said that ushering the letter after we read it, that mothers tend to take the nurturing aspect very seriously, especially if they're a single parent. You understand? But come on, we cannot keep making excuses for being enablers. If you're an enabler, you're an enabler. If you're enabling a pattern or certain behavior that your child is portraying, or come on, it is what it is. And when do we move past being so protective? And that's exactly what she's doing. She's enabling his behavior, and we get that. It's a mother's impulse to protect and provide. You understand? But she removed all natural consequences by keeping her son stuck into the adolescent loop.
I was reading something. Yeah, sorry. John say, mate, ego be tired of hearing his brother taking it is okay to.
Lord Koti. Lord Koti.
But reading some of the comments.
And let me tell you, I know of one particular situation, and I kid you all not. When I used to go to a particular primary school, I used to walk home every afternoon. And my brother and I, we had an option of taking the lower road or the upper road. And days we would interchange. But when we took the upper road, we would stop by a particular household. And it was a mother and her son. And that lady was a darling because she knew we would stop school children. Normally when walking up, they stop there. Right. And she will refresh them by giving them cold water. Okay. So that used to be the thing. As long as you stop there, you get your cold water to continue your journey. And at that time, she had her grown son living there with her. That man or that boy never came out. He would stay in the balcony every single day at that particular time and watch persons pass up and down. I have never seen that gentleman leave that lady household. She passed away and he's still there. No woman. His mom and his dad, they were married. The only son in that particular house. Up to a day like today. So tell me.
And that could be the case if that.
So tell me.
Yeah, that could be the case right here.
And I imagine my brother and I, we used to say a 40-year-old virgin. we used to say that's the longest 40-year-old virgin we see in our life. We used to catch our kicks. You understand? So at what point you telling me it's okay for you to continue having your son or your child just there, you understand, and you having to provide everything. She goes down to the market, she's the one going down to the market. She takes the bus pick her up, the bus drop her right in front of her house, the husband comes, help her in with the groceries, the son is there, he's there, everything, tell him when to bathe, tell him this, go and do this, tell him when food ready. Come on. Yes. And let me tell you, everybody knew that was the 40-year-old virgin in the area. Everybody knew that.
And up to this day?
Up to a day like today, he's still there.
Wow. Oh, man.
He's still there.
I think we'll always go back to what we always say. I think, there's nothing wrong with a mom being protective of their
nothing wrong. We're not telling you that's a bad trait.
But it only reaches a point.
Exactly.
It reaches a point where you have to at least you have to set them free. You have to set them free at some point to let them do what they have to do. Let them learn right from wrong on their own way.
Yeah. And another thing too I took note of, let's just not fly by the fact that he's very much dependent on smoking Mary Jane.
Okay.
Let's just not allow that to just fly by and play that no mind, because clearly there's a heavy use of that particular substance.
And we're saying that, and I was just about to read that comment here, but before I do, let me just read what Lancy said. Lancy said, mom raised a boy for herself and not the world. And one pound was saying, so if something happened to his mother, how is he going to provide for himself? I think that's what we were talking about earlier. But Kelvin is saying here, the most important thing is the son is humble, but on the other hand, the son could be autistic. Mothers are sensitive when it comes to boys.
And I think if he was autistic, that man would have taken that child.
But based on that situation, do you think he's actually autistic?
No. No. Nope.
And what makes you think that? Because of the behavior of what he's doing currently, or what the mother is allowing him to do?
Because of what the mother is allowing to fly by, and based on what the man alluded to by saying he have seen and heard everything a lot, and he knows for a fact. I don't think the child is autistic.
Fair enough.
Because if that child were to be autistic, that gentleman would have written that letter in a different tone. The words he chose to put in that letter emphasizes that child has a very much sheltered,
that child know everything you're doing.
A very sheltered and lackadaisical approach to life. He's very sheltered.
Yeah.
Very. And there are moms out there, believe it or not, that handles everything for their child or children.
Trust me, I know.
Everything.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Okay?
I know that. And it says saying here, she's replying to Kelvin comments. I think when it comes to him saying mothers are sensitive when it comes to boys, she's saying it's true. My son is still in school and is working. So tell me why a grown man isn't working but can play games and smoke all day. Not in my house.
All right. All right. He's very much dependent on smoking Mary Jane.
Yeah.
He's very dependent on it, because if that's what you're gonna do every day, so you're not lazy to roll it. You're not lazy to find it. You're not lazy to play game. And it depends on what game you're playing, because your mind have to work too.
Yeah.
So that means mentally your faculties intact. Okay? Because there are very much video games that allows your mind to be one that is very tactful.
Yeah.
You understand?
So. Very much so.
So tell me, if your strengths is not being misused, Because your brain is at work every single day. Because every time you on your game and you want to go to a different level, you're locking different things in the video games. You're doing that.
It's all about strategy.
That's what I'm telling you. So it takes mind. And it takes a certain amount of skill for it to be so good at video games. Why don't you use that playing video games to propel you into that form of occupation or creating a career for yourself where you could bring in money? Because we're living in a day and age where people playing video games on online virtually and things, and they're making money.
They're making money of it. Yeah.
They're making money.
Yeah.
So if that's a talent of yours where you're playing games, why don't you utilize it so that you could make your own money? And then perhaps when you start making your own money, you could sit down with your mom and say, well, okay, mommy.
But mommy providing already.
Mommy, I'm making this an X amount of money and whatever. I think I would want to, go out and rent my own apartment. You'll have to go apartment shopping with me. And you understand. But no.
Providing already.
The man said,
there's no need for another.
The man said the madam if he gets himself into a situation, the madam rescues him. Do you all know the meaning to the meaning of rescue? Huh? For a grown man to be dating for 4 years, in and out of your household for 3 years, for a man to tell himself he don't want anything to disturb his peace, that says a lot. That means that man have seen and heard certain things in that household for the 3 years he have been in and out, and he have asked you to move in him for 1 year because he probably got tired of doing the back and forth at your home, knowing that you have your 22-year-old son living with you. Come on.
You're right, yeah.
And the man brought up his peace twice. How he values his peace. People play around that word peace, you know.
Yeah, they play with a lot, eh? They play with a lot.
Y'all don't know what it is to have your peace of mind, monsieur. And not deal with nobody stress. Not because you necessarily love somebody, monsieur.
You have to take on the
for y'all to feel as if it is mandatory. It is mandatory that I take on all your burdens, and I take it on myself to a point where it becomes my burden, and you now relax and you have your peace of mind.
It's not worth it, huh? Trust me, this day and age is not worth it.
If it cannot be something that is shared, I'm not taking on it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I'm not taking on it. And if you cannot have the conversation with me where you could see my point of view as well, I am not taking on your stress, my papa. I'm not doing that. You going back with your burden, no matter how much I love. I'm not taking on that, papa. I'm not doing it.
Here's a comment here for you, Empress. Mark is saying, so I think the writer should have a sit down with the young man and his mother and have a talk. Lay down the rules and probably help the young man in guiding him, as it looks like he didn't have a father figure in his life.
Okay.
Do you think that would work in his favor? Do you think that's actually a good idea? Based on like you said, things like the writer said, he's seen and heard things before. So that's why we're assuming that he came up with the decision that he
doesn't want him.
Yeah, but do you think that would work out? Probably he's sitting down.
Probably if the writer have not alluded to that particular action,
right?
I think it's a possibility because with lack of boundaries, you enforce rules regarding his contributions, and also we have to, like, again, I'm bringing up the substance use that has to be in conversation as well.
Right.
You understand? And participation in terms of home chores and stuff like that. All that will have to be in the sit down, because it's not just the fact that you're not working or probably you don't have no ambition. It's also the fact that you definitely much addicted, or I wouldn't say addicted. You're very much strong on a substance.
I agree with what you're saying here, but I wouldn't even bring it so far to a point that I would sit down with the three of them. I'd probably sit down with the mom first. If I was right, I'd probably sit down with the girlfriend first and have that discussion.
And ask her if we could have a conversation with the child?
Yes. To at least maybe convince me at some
because
point.
at the end of the day, you don't know woman to say, oh, you take your fast lesson, you just take my child and you want to come and sit down with my child and tell my child what you want.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, from that perspective, yes.
So at some point, you can maybe he can try it out.
Talk to mom first in terms of having the conversation with her son.
Yeah. And see where it leads and see if she's open to allowing him to be out there in the open world, or giving him the right to himself an opportunity to nurture him differently. Maybe bring him on a little work or see where his mind.
Because like I tell you, nature versus nurture, and most times it's a mother doing the nurturing, and as it relates to nature, is the man doing the protecting, the sheltering, the this, the that, and whatever.
Right.
So if he has never had that father figure, right, and you as the man being in terms of your age group, I would think you would have lived through certain things. You would have made certain mistakes in your life. You have recovered from them as well. Mm-hmm. So there is a lot of knowledge to be passed on, and there's a lot of guidance that you can to offer as the male figure. You understand? Mm-hmm. But that will only work if the mother is not so hands-on as to the conversation being have with the child. Yeah. Because mothers could say it's okay, and the minute the conversation starts and then you say one words that doesn't sit with them, conversation stopping. Yeah. Because they start to say, how you could tell my child that? But how you could tell my child that? You out of place to tell my child that. And they're quick to say, but you're not his father. I doing it by myself. Let me tell you, there's some women that are real out of order. Real out of order.
Now, you say that there, and I you don't know why. I'm more leaning towards him. Standing his ground and saying,
and let me tell you, and they have some men.
Because you as a man, you don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through, like you see. It's not that you don't want to try. You want to try, but at the same time,
let me tell you something.
You see what you just mentioned. You would want to say, okay, I don't mind helping out. I don't mind doing what I have to do from a step parent standpoint. But when you see sometimes the disrespect come about, and they'll say, oh, but you're not my father, or this or that.
I'm telling you.
Really actually, because I want to go. Do I really want to go through that stress? Do I really want to deal with that aspect of it? Or I rather just protect my peace at that point.
I telling you.
Yeah.
I telling you. But also too, it's also amazing to see how the dynamics are when you see a father is raising a child or children by himself, and a mother raising child and children by herself. The dynamics are so different, and I am fortunate enough for me to have been around both. I've seen, or I'm close to, persons, they are the dad, they're the mom as well. And they're doing all the discipline, they're doing all the nurturing, they're doing everything.
Right.
Compared to other friends that I have who are females, and they have their child and they're also mother and father. The dynamics in terms of raising the child are so different. Let me tell you all, so different. And that's how I know that some women, there's overdo it. Because you've seen when a man takes up his position in a household, and his mother and his father, you could see how these children are raised, They are sheltered, yes. He's very much overprotective, especially if he has daughters. Very much overprotective. But the raising of the children are so different, because that man raises his child or his children to do everything for themselves. Everything. Yeah. And when he teaches you and you don't get it, it almost comes like a frustration for him. Because he wants you to get it, because he keeps telling you his mother, his father, and if he don't teach you, he don't know boy to take advantage on you. So you have to get it. You have to be able to cook for yourself. You have to be able to do this for yourself. You have to be able to make your own money. You have to be able to do this. And they're roping their children. The dynamics are so different. But, like I said, to each his own. They have some women, no matter what you tell them, that's what it is for them.
It is for them. Because at the end of the day, that's their son, that's their daughter. They don't really want to hear that.
No, they don't. And they have zero compromising on that particular thing. Far less if you start to you come to them on a criticizing type of angle. Oh, papa. Hello. These people, let's get so defensive.
That's why I tell you, you see that whole phrase of people saying, to love me is to love my son or love my
my daughter.
I think people, we do understand that, but I think people mistake what that actually means. Because not all the time when you say that, it doesn't mean that okay, you spoil your child rotten. That means I have to accept that and just spoil your child rotten too, or just let it. Nah, man.
That's what they mean.
That's not what I want to sign up for.
That's what they mean.
Nah, man.
That's what they mean.
That's not what it is.
So today, tomorrow, I come from work, I give your child a directive, let's say wash the dishes, or I say, well, this is how it's gonna be. I know I have to give you allowance, but you're gonna earn your allowance. That means every day you come from school, you need to spruce up the place. You wash the dishes, you clean the living room, you make sure your bedroom spick and span, and then when the week comes to an end, you get your allowance. They have some women that telling you, my I doesn't do that with my child.
Yeah.
Don't come and have my child on that and them kind of thing. Mem.
Yeah.
But
let's here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a commercial break. I see we have some more comments coming in on Facebook here, but we're gonna take that after the break, and we're gonna wrap things up right here. So people, don't forget you're listening to LETTRE on RCI 101.1, the Caribbean Sound. And don't forget, LETTRE is brought to you with the compliments of Fruitsy Seamoss.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy Seamoss, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsy Seamoss?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy Seamoss?
Boy, that Seamoss makes me score runs,
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy Seamoss? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Seamoss is full of natural goodness your body needs. Seamoss is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Seamoss is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prague.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy Seamoss. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy Seamoss, you know what they say.
Are you in need of a service that is fast, efficient, specific, and reliable? Look no further. Whether you are building a backyard pool or rehabilitating the nation's water supply, Caribbean Metals Limited Cut and Bend service is the ultimate solution. Say goodbye to the hassle of manual bending and hello to a new era of precision and efficiency. Guaranteed. With our experienced team and state-of-the-art equipment, we are reshaping the steel fabrication industry. Your bars, columns, beams, stirrups, and U-links can easily be created to meet your specifications. Our equipment can provide over 400 bends per hour in various shapes and sizes, saving time and effort on your project. Caribbean Metals Limited Cut and Bend services deliver unmatched precision and efficiency, allowing you to achieve professional results every time. Why settle for less? Try our cut and bend service today. Caribbean Metals Limited, working to build a stronger nation. Give us a call today at 720-8854 or visit us online at CaribbeanMetalsLimited.com.
Domino's Pizza rich, boy. Not a piece go to waste. Cause we all love the taste. And you can be the flavor of the Domino's Pizza. Service, price, and delivery. The best in the country. So stick with the taste that you know. Pizza from Domino's. Domino's Pizza, the best pizza you had. Caribbean Cinemas, you fought Rodney Bay, William Peter Boulevard. Domino's Pizza.
Courts presents their 2026 all-range event. Be inspired at all Court stores nationwide. Come see what's new in everyday furniture and appliances. Get a chance to win an Indorama 30-inch stove with appliance purchase of $5,999 or more. Great deals on TVs and wall mounts. Everyday great value on mattresses. Bedroom bundle deals up to 25% off. Be inspired at the Courts 2026 all-range event. Affordable convenience for your home. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Offer ends July 25th, 2026. Conditions apply.
What if the next drop is the last? St. Lucia is facing longer, more intense dry spells, and our water sources are drying up. And when the rains come, they come harder and faster, damaging our homes and disrupting our water supply. But we can change the outcome. By conserving water and protecting our sources, every small action adds up. WASCO, working in collaboration with the Water Resource Management Agency, is committed to securing our water future. But we need your help. Together, we can protect our water, our health, and our future. One small step can make a big impact. Let's secure our water and secure our future. For more information, visit wascostlucia.com.
Your bets could have you winning big time. Every 20 Eastern Caribbean dollars you accumulate in sports bets earns you one chance to win a brand new TV. The more you play, the more chances you get. Join now at letsbetlc.com.
RCI 101.1 FM. 101.1 FM.
We are back right here. This is Letland RCI 101.1, the Caribbean Sound. And don't forget, Letla is brought to you the compliments of our friends over at Fruitsy Seamoss. If you're just joining us, today's writer says that his girlfriend of 4 years wants her 22-year-old son to move into his house after the young man was asked to leave where he was staying. Now, according to the writer, the young man has no job, he isn't in school, and he spends his days playing video games and smoking weed and relies heavily on his mother to support him financially. He refused, and now his girlfriend says his decision could cost him the relationship. So he's asking, is he being selfish or is he simply protecting his home and his peace? All right, so just before you take in our final words from you, Empress, let me just go through some of the comments here. I see we have some more comments coming in here on Facebook. Hold on. Let me see. Mara is saying here, Mama needs to let go. You need to raise your child for the world. Exactly. All right. Let me see here. Jana is saying, writer, open your door for the lady to leave your house with her son. She can rent an apartment for him where he can be safe, but don't bring anyone's adult son, especially one who uses any kind of substance, into your home. There will be no peace because you will not be able to talk.
No
you will
rest.
not be able to talk to him in your own house, not with such an enabling mother. I like that. I like that right here. Caribbean Smile is saying, here's my take. This young man has zero ambition. If he wanted to work, he would have had a job and holding his own. At this point, his mother is an enabler. Okay. She's threatening to leave. I'd let her know not to let the door hit her on the way out.
That is it.
I like that.
That is it.
£1 is saying, at least help around the house if you're not working. Clean the yard.
Exactly.
That is true, but boy.
Exactly. So you mean to tell me I have to give you a vibe to pick up on for you to tell you to do work around the house, even if you're not working? Yeah. I don't have to give you that.
Yeah. At least have a conversation. Like don't just throw it on him like that to say, well, you know what? My son's moving. You don't have to worry about anything or whatever the case is. It doesn't even matter what you're doing for your son. Right? It still doesn't change the fact that, hey, I worked hard. I worked hard to build to have my peace of mind at my own home. And now you want to take that away from me?
Yes, sir.
Without even putting me to sit down and speak to me and tell me, hey, how can we work out this? As parents, let's just say parents. to see what we can do for your son. Nothing like that.
From la bien fashi.
Nothing like that.
He bien fashi.
Let's see here. Paula is saying the word in American US is 18 years old. You're responsible for yourself, bro. Caribbean parents allow their children to live with them until death do them part.
That's true, you know. That is so true. Let me tell you.
I think we do have that. But it's different. Yeah, it's different down here for sure. Because they would still say you know once you're 18 you can do things for yourself at that point. But at the same time, Caribbean, like you said, Caribbean parents, we still allow.
We still shelter our kids.
Again, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, eh?
No,
there's nothing wrong.
Because I know they have parents. I know they have kids who, they at their parents' home, but these people are trying to make an effort to contribute.
Exactly.
They say, "Mommy, I'll pay the water," or "Mommy, I'll pay something, the Wi-Fi or something." Yeah, or if they don't pay bills, they make sure they give their mother a little stipend at the end of the month. Or they have children, they're making sure they stop by Massy. They know they buy little groceries. Sometimes while they're on the phone, you and them saying, but mommy, what to buy? You understand? Yeah. Mommy saying take butter, take juice, go there, take some potatoes, You understand? Yeah. But 22, who had 22 or grown 22, who just who can just exist. May say,
so as we wrap things up right here, Empress, what's your final take on this situation? What would you advise a writer to do?
I don't have time for nonsense, are you? No time for nonsense. So for me, that's a red flag for me. It will never work. Any mother that is so overbearing at over their child, it will never work. They will always have some form of issue, and you will always be the one to compromise. Because in her eyes, she's the enabler, because all she's seen is her child struggling. That's how she quote unquote label it as. She being an enabler, she's only seen that her child is struggling, so she's just helping her child out of a situation. But for how long? Yeah. From 18 to 22, for how long you helping him? You understand? So for my brother, you're fighting a losing battle. As far as I'm concerned, as much as you might be in love with this woman and you may have seen a future with her, but the common factor is, well, the common denominator there is the fact that all she sees is that's her son. That's her baby. And on that note, from la partner, yeah. So just quitte from la bat misey. Period. Epi that's it.
All right. So final way in there before we wrap things up right here and let land RCI. I don't think this letter is really about a 22-year-old son. I think it's about boundaries. And one thing I've learned over the years is that love doesn't mean saying yes to everything. Love would require compromise. But compromise has worked both ways. Now I understand the mother's position. No parents want to see their child struggling, whether that child is 5, 15, or 25. That's a parent's instinct. But here's where I think we need to have an honest conversation. There's a difference between helping your child and preventing them from becoming an adult. So if every bill is paid, every consequence is removed, if every problem is solved for them, then when exactly are they expected to grow, right? We don't know. But the writer, he never called this young man disrespectful. He never said he was dangerous. I think his concern is that he's being asked to carry the weight of another adult who doesn't appear to be carrying his own. And that's fair to me, right? That's fair to me. But at the same time, this young man may genuinely need help. Maybe he's struggling with something that maybe nobody knows about. Maybe there's more to the story that we've heard today. That's why, we shouldn't rush to judge him either. But I would say this. Nobody should ever feel guilty for setting boundaries in their own home. If you own the house, you deserve to have a say in who lives there. That doesn't make you heartless. It makes you honest. And also, supporting someone should help them become stronger, not make them more comfortable staying exactly where they are. And that's my final take, right?
Depuis Zeb ouvre ciment tous les jours, Zeb tout seul. Because it takes a special type of responsibility to make sure you have your Mary Jane, So you could see clearly he's responsible. He knows the word responsible. He knows it. Because for you to source it, retrieve it, Then come for the end product.
That is not being autistic at all.
Huh? And then to come for the end product, where you're going to stay there. You're going to chop it. You're going to mix it, roll it. What you telling me? So you don't know responsibility, but look, you being responsible right there for your habit.
Yeah.
That's a come on. Stop making excuses for people. I live in you.
Yeah.
I live in you.
Yeah, man.
They have enough things out there. I'm leaving you.
Yeah, your piece is more important than
I say you mad
in
man.
this world. Especially knowing how hard you work for it. Trust me. Right?
That's a no.
Look, one pound saying he wonder if this is the mother that buying the weed for him. We
don't know.
We don't know, and it could be that.
We don't know.
It could be that too.
Because I didn't watch it so.
Yeah, we never look. That's
I didn't watch it so.
That's so true.
I didn't watch it so, but it could be a possibility
it could
too.
Be a possibility, you know.
It could be. Maybe that's why the man adamant. He say no.
Yeah.
Mem, what's it, Papa?
Anyway, people, we want to thank you so much for weighing in on our letter for today right here in Letland RCI. Empress, thank you so very much for your take right there. I've always appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you, boo.
Episode. Of course, people, don't forget Letla is brought to you with the compliments of our friends over at Fruity Seasons. Good afternoon to you guys. Hope you had a wonderful day.
101 number one.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos, eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsissimos?
Boy, that Simos makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruitsissimos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsissimos, you know what they say.